Welcome to Friday Takeaway, August 26, 2016. We are 5 days away from the 59th National Day, Max.
Yeah, can you believe that it was 59 years ago since our first Prime Minister Tun Abdul Rahman, was there at the stadium and pronounced Merdeka, Merdeka, Merdeka. But now, Chuang, today, this is, I think, Mr. Hati Sejiwa, which in English means united with one heart and one soul. What do you make out of this? What do you think?
I think it's fantastic. It's a bit like the football team Manchester, isn't it? But same team as last year, so where's the originality? Okay, let's move along. Lots of stuff happening in the news this week in terms of the corporate calendar. DRB, Highcom and Proton, they launched the new car, Persona. Finally, there's another new model in the lineup.
The second coming of Proton?
The second coming of Proton. Do you believe in the story there?
It's very hard because Proton has gone through many changes.
Do you have
many
a Proton?
Shareholders.
Nice.
And no, I don't have a Proton actually. I'm using the other brand, but I think that Proton has evolved from where they were before to where they are now. But what do you make of this?
Well, they cut their sales target to 100,000 units from 120,000 some time ago because of the deferred launch. So, I mean, of course, we have to wait and see. Petronas also announced earnings, and net profit was down 96%, Max. Look, oh my God, it's terrible.
It is. I mean, the low oil prices is actually making the whole oil and gas company suffers. They're also lowering capex by 20 billion this year, and next year is going to be by 50 billion.
But they will still pay the government the tax
dividends. That one, you can't run away from the
cannot run. Okay. Car sales was also out. Also bad drops. TIV year to date is down 17%, led by Proton and Mazda. It's interesting. Right. Every year post-Raya, there's a drop in demand, and this year is the worst in 5 years.
It is the worst, and of course, MAA the association has been saying that the TIV will not be reaching the 600,000 mark that they used to enjoy in the last 6 years or 5 years also. It's going to be 580,000 units by the end of this year. Hopefully, if we can reach that target,
it will be good. I think you should help the market and buy a new car, Max.
I think so too.
I think you should know. The other brand is a new nice model, so you should consider.
Correct.
Okay, inflation was also out. For five straight months of low inflation. I think it's a 16-month low of 1.1%. Inflation, not so good. I guess it's okay for consumers, because it makes stuff cheaper.
Right.
But if it continues to be this bad, it could be deflationary. And that, of course, is not good for the economy.
And even the central banks have also been, worried about the inflation target, not only in Malaysia, but across the world. India has also been looking at inflation, same thing with the US. But what is the bad thing about that is that, we are seeing that growth are slowing, right?
That's right. The actual July print was 1.1% inflation. That's really, really bad. And I think if you continue this further out, deflation, basically means low capex, low investment, low spending. The whole economy slows down, and there's massive unemployment. So we hope it doesn't go there.
Right.
Okay, let's move along to the stock exchange. Now, a week ago, it was 1688 on the KLCI. Today we're about 1680, down about half percentage point, flat on the week actually. There was been a bit of strong inflows on foreign funds.
Right.
That seems to have slowed down a little bit, but emerging markets are still very much in vogue.
Yeah, as we go for the recording today at 10 a.m. today, it was trading at 1,681 points. Hopefully, many analysts are thinking that it's going to reach 1,800 by the end of this year. I don't think so because the outlook seems to be a bit gloomy for the financial markets.
Points from now, though. Let's wait and see. Okay, oil prices are about $50 right now. Fibro, apparently the CEO of the legendary commodity trading company, he recommends people to short crude oil at $50 a barrel. Yeah, because he doesn't think it's actually quite good for oil.
Correct. He's saying that the oil floor price is going to be at 25 to 30 US dollars per barrel, and furthermore, a few weeks ago, Bain and company has been saying that the new normal for the oil is going to be between 50 US dollars per barrel.
Yeah, I think Petronas has priced their oil at about $30 a barrel.
Correct. It's a very bearish look of the oil.
Yeah, that's not good, I guess. Okay, let's move along to some stocks in focus. Now, of course, Reach Energy Berhad was very much in play yesterday because, especially the warrants. The warrants flew by 70% actually, to 4 cents. Now, of course, they've received regulatory approval to buy their qualifying asset, basically from a 60% stake in Paleontol from the Hong Kong listed company.
Yes, and of course, this is very interesting for the SPAC industry because we've seen previously where SC has actually disapproved of the asset acquisition, but then for this time around, Reach Energy, they have received approval and these assets have been producing oil in Kazakhstan.
Well, this indicative growth proved plus probable, which is what
Yeah,
they call the
2P.
2P reserves. 72 million stock tank barrels overall, and 102 billion standard cubic feet of gas. So if that all works out, good for the spec industry, and I guess we'll have to wait and see how that does translate in terms of earnings.
Right.
AAX is also in the news. First quarter and four to post a profit, but a very, very small profit, 1 million ringgit. But the interesting thing was the passengers carried was up 27% on the year to 1 million, more than a million passengers. And there's a year-on-year growth for the second quarter in terms of revenue.
Yes.
So that's actually quite good.
And of course, this was driven by the additional flight frequency to for Australian routes that they have been going like 11 times to 14 times weekly to Perth and also to Melbourne. These frequencies are adding more revenues for the company.
I had no idea they flew that often to Australia actually. So that's basically almost twice a day a week. So that's almost twice a day to Perth and almost twice a day to Melbourne.
Right.
Just goes to show how many Malaysians
Going to Australia.
go to Australia, how many Australians love Malaysia.
Yep. Public Investment Bank, they have seen that the turnaround for AAX is on track and they are targeting the company at 41.5 cent.
Correct, but they think that the share price is a bit overblown because of all the froth in the stock. Now next week is going to be a quiet week because Wednesday is Merdeka Day, so everybody will be kind of like maybe taking Thursday, Friday off, or maybe Monday, Tuesday off.
Right.
But there's still earnings season is still very much in play. AirAsia announces Q2 on Monday. UMW also Q2, Supermax 4Q, Vivocom 2Q, Sunway 2Q.
On Tuesday you have
On
Telecom, Lafarge, and also some money supply and the numbers coming up. And of course, there will still be AGMs going on for the companies.
That's right. So we'll have to wait and see how that all pans out in terms of corporate earnings. That's all we have for you today. Happy Merdeka Day in advance. Thank you for watching. If you want more, go to theedgemarkets.com online or to buy the paper at the Financial Daily or the Edge Weekly. Thank you for watching. Good night and good luck.